Eamonn Holmes and Ellie Costello returned to the helm on GB News, where he slammed the Prime Minister after sharing plans to increase defence spending. GB News presenter Eamonn Holmes has hit out at Sir Keir Starmer after he announced plans to increase defence spending to 2.5% of national income by 2027. During Wednesday's visit, February 26, to the London studios, the 65-year-old returned to the helm on the morning news show alongside his co-star Ellie Costello. The dynamic duo woke up the nation as they discussed some of the biggest stories hitting the headlines. This included the news that BP is set to cut its renewable energy investments and reports that Ukraine and the US have agreed to terms that would close a crucial mineral deal between the countries. But arguably the biggest story on everyone's lips is the Prime Minister's plans to slash overseas spending to boost defence over the next 2 years. On Tuesday, February 25, the Labour leader said he would cut the foreign aid budget to fund the military boost, a move welcomed by the Trump administration but labelled a betrayal by development charities. Sir Keir will face MPs in the House of Commons on today before jetting across the pond to the US, where Ukraine will be top of the agenda. And it's fair to say the dad of 4 was less than impressed by the announcement, who shared his disappointment on the breakfast news program. He fumed. "My point is, I am not against overseas aid, I am a very charitable person, I am involved in a lot of charities and I am involved in raising money for lots of people and causes and things. But the government didn't ask me about foreign aid and what they're going to do with money there. I would like the money they send to countries around the world to be spent in this country, that's all I am saying." Use it for aid and use it for your own people, is what I am saying. Eamonn went on to slam the Prime Minister further, adding, "But wasn't he hilarious yesterday? Honestly, it was as if he was announcing World War III and his whole face was scrunched up." You either want to do it, Starmer, or you don't. You either want to give money to the British Armed Forces or you don't, and by your face, you didn't want to do this and you're only doing it to suck up to President Trump. It didn't take long before fans flooded to X, formerly known as Twitter, to support the presenter online. One user penned, "Eamonn Holmes is spot on, Keir Starmer's priorities are all wrong." He should be focusing on supporting our armed forces, not trying to appease the metropolitan elite. Time for some common sense in UK politics. Thanks Eamonn for telling it like it is. Another agreed, the full foreign aid should be redirected. Overseas national service brought in for all economic migrants to continue to support those in need. A third chimed in with, "And Eamonn is completely right." As another echoed, "Eamonn Holmes is spot on." None of the political parties have cared about our armed forces.